Welcome back to the PWC channel. Once again, we are here with the second semi-final of the Plasma Division today, which will be contested between Zeroga21 and Gurtbilbo. So we saw Starvin make finals earlier today over Alphan, and now we're gonna find out who his opponent will be in this match. And we have Zeroga with the signature, which is the Espeon right here, Toxapex, Urshifu Water, I think. Landorus, Therian, Trevenant, which is very cool to see. And this thing which nobody really likes. Then we got Gurtbilbo, the signature I believe is the Frosmoth. Then we got Raikou, we got Fesandi Pity, Pokemon with the stupidest name in the world. By far, Dragapult, very scary. Bronzong and Ogerpon Cornerstone. Alright, so this is gonna be the matchup. The Raikou looks... I'm not sure about the Raikou because you have this thing standing in its way. You got this thing, which it needs like, well, it can get around it. Like it gets coverage, it gets Aura Sphere, it gets Shadow Ball, gets Scald for this one. So yeah, if it has all of those, then it's gonna be a threat. Otherwise, it has some work cut out for it. This thing honestly looks really scary, but it needs to find a way around this thing, which is gonna likely be Haze to cover the Equivadance. So you can expect it to Terra into something that can deal with the Frosmoth. Gonna be interesting to see how that goes. But yeah, obviously the Dragapult is looking insanely scary for Zeroga. Like if it's a spec set, what does he switch into Draco Meteor? I mean, obviously this can always Terra Fairy, right? But that's gonna be a threat. But yeah. Looking on the other side, what does he have for Urshifu? I'm not sure. Urshifu also looks very scary. Doesn't really have a water resist with him, because this thing doesn't really count. So yeah, very scary. Both teams are looking very scary towards each other. Obviously Bronzong on the face of it should be a good check against this Espeon, but the Terra is always Terra, so yeah. We're gonna see and find out what will happen here. Letting them know that I'm ready, which I have just done, and yeah, let's see the lead matchups. I'm not really, like, obviously this thing is always a possible lead. Espeon always also possible, and yeah, this thing can also pivot, so yeah, I can understand why he led with that, but Espeon is definitely not what he wanted to see. Looks like he predicted this thing to lead, which makes sense to me, as I said before. Alright. So yeah, he's gonna have to switch out into Bronzong in all likelihood. Let's see what Zeroga wants to do with it. If we are gonna see the Terra straight off the bat here. Really interested what this is gonna Terra into, because Terra Fairy would be nice to deal with Dragapult somewhat, but if it is Terra Fairy, then that also means that Bronzong has an easier time dealing with it. It would have to resort to Shadow Ball in order to damage it, which is not fun because Shadow Ball is not that strong, but yeah, we will see. Anyways, oh, it looks like Gurt has some connection problems right here in the chat. He just got disconnected, then connected again. Oh, he does not switch out. Interesting. So yeah, I've noticed over time that Gurt is really ballsy with his stay-ins sometimes. So yeah, he basically just lost most of his Fesandi Pity turn 1, which I can understand just because the name is so stupid. You want to punish it, but I don't know. Seems a bit mean to me. It barely hangs on with 9% health left, but yeah, it's not going to be of much use starting now. He probably predicted Zeroga to do something, but he didn't. So there you go, losing most of your Fesandi Pity for your troubles. But yeah, on the other hand, it is not a good turn 1, definitely not for Gurt, but on the other hand, this did not Terra, and he got a big hit off on it. He found out the item, it's Life Orb, and oh, don't make your next mistake. This hasn't Terra'd. Please U-turn. I would strongly recommend him U-turning here, because if he like tries to take this out, he's risking his Dragapult right here to surprise Terra, which we are gonna see a Terra here. I'm very sure of it. But yeah, all right. And he U-turns, yeah. That's very sensible by both guys. All right, still no Terra. Interesting. Very interesting. What could be the reason for it? I mean, the reason will be that he's trying to surprise the Bronzong after it switches in. That's why he didn't feel a need to predict it, probably. That's why he just Psy-shocked against the Fesandi Pity. But yeah, it looks like Gurt found his opportunity to heal it back up here, which is very nice for him. Gets it pretty much for free. Like, yeah, getting this burned would be annoying. Honestly, I'm not even sure if this is physical, but it definitely has U-turn, so that's something at least. He could have even healed it up back up to full, but looks like he doesn't want to risk the burn. Which, looking at it, it looks like Scald is an annoying move for him to switch into. But yeah, at least he has the Raikou, which is now burned. But yeah, let's see. He has a multitude of answers, potential answers to this Raikou. Trevenant being one of them. But I guess Toxic is a nice blanket check to most of what wanted to switch into Raikou. Even though this does have Regenerator. But yeah, the Trevenant is now Toxic. But then again, like this has Regenerator, which is like deals with Toxic a little bit. And this obviously has a Natural Cure, potentially at least. So yeah, it's also not going to be like that much bothered by the Toxic. All right, but it does instead go for Hone Claws, which is very interesting. So Trevenant has a pretty high base attack stat. It has like base 110 attack, and it has really high base power moves. So it's a scary offensive mon. It's just you don't usually see it in that role just because it. Oh, this is not gonna go well. Okay, because yeah, usually it's too slow to do anything. All right, he has to take it out now. If he can't, he's gonna have to sack something because he doesn't have a ghost resist. So something is gonna die here if he can't take it out now. I'm not sure what moves this thing has, but yeah, that's gonna be tough. Oh, he does switch out instead. Goes for Moonblast. All right. So yeah, obviously, why wouldn't you just heal it back up to full on this Toxapex? Oh damn, this is gonna be a long match. It seems like. Yikes. We just were here for the match between. Oh jeez. And now he has to go back out to Bronzong. But yeah, he's gonna get burnt eventually on this thing as well. Which he doesn't have lefties on either of those things. That's gonna be an issue. This Toxapex is gonna be an issue. He needs recovery. Because he can't really threaten it. He can't threaten it with Fesandi stupid thing. He can't really threaten it with Bronzong. I'd be surprised if he could. Like, yeah, he could have like Psychic, but will he? I'm not sure. Oh, he was Choice Specs. This thing was Custap Berry. So many Custap Berries. We had one in the semifinals earlier, and now we have one here. So Bronzong can make good use of a Custap Berry, I'm sure. But yeah, once again, now you have this Trevenant sitting there, which is going to Poltergeist now. So you have to switch into the Fesandi stupid thing, which can then probably take it out from 30% with Moonblast, but then Zeroga is going to go into Toxapex again, and then he has to switch something in again, and then he's going to at some point wish for some lefties, which he doesn't have, so yeah. This Toxapex is going to be so annoying. If he can somehow, Gurt can somehow get rid of it, that's going to be huge for him. That's going to free up so much potential for this Frosmoth. But yeah, we are not there yet. He's thinking about what to do. Like for Zeroga, it's pretty clear. He just has to Poltergeist, but he has to go into Pity, right? And he has to dodge the move. Skillful play right there. Like, not that he can do anything about it, but yeah. Oh, he sacks the Trevenant. He really didn't have to. He could have just gone into Toxapex and kept going for Scald. Like, Gurt doesn't have an answer for it. Gurt gets chipped every time that happens. So that's definitely what he should have done and saved the sack. But he did not. So there you go. In comes Landorus. Yeah, it's pretty free. Like, Good. Goes for the toxic chain U-turn. Wow, that's great for him. That is great for him. The fact that that worked. But he eats the rocks, which could be annoying in case he's not boots on this thing, but he's probably gonna be boots. Oh boy, that's not what he wanted. All right. At least this thing is not Scarf anymore, I guess. Which is good for Dragapult. Yeah, right now, if Dragapult has... It doesn't matter. If it has Dragon Darts as its move, then it can just spam that. If it has Dracomedia, it can spam that. So, like, he should really try to go into Dragapult as often as he can. Oh, okay. So this thing was choice specs, so I assume it has some special attack. Either way, this is clearly Assault Vest. Like, I feel like every time I see this mon, it's Assault Vest just because it has decent, especially defensive typing. It's a good check to ghost types. And yeah, obviously Regenerator, so. And put a pivot, so it's always just gonna do what it does with the Assault Vest. And yeah, this really goes well with these rocks. Like, his team is so annoying. All these U-turners. That is so annoying. Lando, this thing. Regenerator U-turn. Jesus Christ, this team is annoying. Oh boy. I would not want to play against that. Poor Gurt. But yeah, that's how it goes sometimes. Yeah, has to sack Bronzong. Maybe he's gonna... Oh, goes for Calm Mind. That could be annoying for Gurt, depending on... If the Dragapult is physical, then it doesn't matter. You still have to find out the Terra. Maybe it's gonna... What the hell is he doing? Oh boy, why did you do that? Why did he power gem? Okay. Oh boy, I do not understand what that was about. All right, I think this is the most tricks I've ever seen in a game. All right, he is Draining Kiss, basically confirming that he is Terra Fairy, which is not that surprising. But yeah, obviously now being locked into Draining Kiss, he can just go into Fisandi thing and be fine. Just going for you. Oh, but he goes into Frosmoth instead. Well, he is Psy-Shock, not Psy-Kick, and he definitely outspeeds it. This is a little early, I think. Like, we're gonna see the Terra now, but the Terra is definitely gonna be something to deal with Toxapex, I'm very sure. But the thing is, after that, you still get outsped by this thing. So, and this thing has Psy-Shock. And this thing is Assault Vest, but it's not gonna take a +1 Ice Beam. I'd be very surprised if it did. Boah, this is such a good win con. It's Terra Electric. It's not gonna kill. It's gonna be toxic. Yeah. Uh, well, now he's getting pressured because he can switch around. It's a regenerator mon, so this was early, unfortunately. Now he has to predict the Landorus coming in, which is yeah, uh, mm, shame. Well, the Bolt Beam Frosmoth is a very nice pick against this team, and it's definitely not all lost. But yeah, I mean, he's soon gonna be in Psyshock range, and then he can just go into Espeon after sacking one mon. So he, like, imagine he goes into Lando on the predict Thunderbolt now, and he does not predict it, or even he could even go into Sickness R, obviously. Then he's soon gonna be whittled down in a range where he just has to sack one mon and then go into Espeon and click Psyshock for the revenge kill. So this was early. Well, be patient with your win cons, kids. Oh, he does predict it with the Ice Beam. Yeah, that was nice because he had to. He definitely had to. So he wasn't born yesterday. Gurt wasn't. He's definitely an experienced coach. He knew what the time called for, but yeah, like he can go into Espeon even now, go for Psyshock, and then he probably dies to the next poison hit. So yeah, if he could have somehow chipped this Toxapex a little bit, that would have been great for him. But yeah, he will be in the lead after this. And I think like Dragapult's looking insane after this. Dragapult is looking great. Also Raikou is looking amazing because Raikou is looking amazing because it outspeeds the entire team. Yeah, it looks like Gurt is gonna win this, honestly, still. Like he's not gonna win it with this, but he doesn't have to. He still has the Raikou. Which oh, what the hell? Okay, I just ate my words so big. Why the hell did this only do 27%? Is this like fist death or what the hell? Oh, or does the ability trigger with Psyshock? Does it go like it halves the damage of special moves regardless of whether they target physical defense? That could be it. I think that must be it. I thought it would do way more. Yeah, I thought it would do like double, and then he would be pretty much dead now. Wow, okay. So yeah, he's gonna get one more kill here. Yeah, Gurt is gonna win this. He still has a hard time taking out this Toxapex potentially, but if this has Thunderbolt, that's gonna be it. And the Lando, Lando is also still a little bit annoying. Oh yeah, Lando is actually really annoying still. Yeah, no, okay. All right. Yeah, that's what the hell. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So he predicted Gurt to predict the Aqua Jet and switch into something and wanted to abuse it with Lando, I guess. But yeah, that's now he's definitely lost the game. Yeah. Maybe he is Baneful Bunker, who knows? But he can just go for Thunderbolt now or Terra Blast, whatever. And yeah, that's gonna be it. After that, like Toxapex. Oh, he doesn't even save it. All right. So yeah, GG. Congrats to Gurt for making it into finals, which is cool to see for our veteran from season 4 to make it so far again. And yeah, definitely chin up to Zeroga, who played a great season after being promoted from Division 3 from last season. He definitely showed why he was moved up. He was a yeah, did cast a berry. That was trick to him. This is now triggering. All right, he was a special Dragapult. I wonder. Oh, we didn't see a single Draco, which would have been so great this game before the terror of this Espeon. But yeah, all right. As I said, GG to Gurt. Definitely strong performance. Turns out the Frosmoth was not terrored early. I thought it might be a little bit early, but it played more of a breaker role in this case than a sweeper role. And it took the Psyshock way better than I thought, because I thought it would take way more from it. So yeah, that was definitely a nice set. The Bolt Beam Frosmoth, winning him the spot in finals. So yeah, can't wait to see how this is gonna go. Gurt versus StarvinPig. So Gurt is definitely gonna have to prep a lot, because Starvin is gonna to make this worthy finals match, because yeah, StarvinPig is just a prep monster, honestly. You have to be on your A game to make him pay work for it. All right, GG guys. See you in the next one.